An order follower is a person who does what someone else commands them to do, and who has therefore attempted to abdicate their free will and their personal responsibility for choosing their own actions based upon correct determination of the morality or immorality of a particular behavior. That is the definition of what an order follower is and does. Okay, so they're just acting on rote based on what someone else told them to do without making conscious judgments regarding whether that behavior is morally right or morally wrong. That's the definition. There are three main types of order followers. I call the first type the abdicators, the people who attempt to abdicate their personal responsibility. These are individuals who do what they are told to do by a perceived superior without first judging for themselves whether or not the action they've been ordered to perform is morally right or wrong. They're attempting to abdicate personal responsibility for that judgment call. Those are probably the largest group of order followers. Most order followers fall into this category. The second group is who I call the well-intentioned, and we're going to talk about intention versus reality later on. The well-intentioned but incorrect. These are individuals who erroneously believe that they have correctly determined the morality of an action that they have been commanded to perform, and so they then willfully choose to carry it out. They believe that they are doing the right thing, in other words, although that belief is not true. It is an incorrect belief. And then there are the people who just don't give a damn. There's something deeply broken in them, possibly genetically broken. These are the psychopaths, whether primary or secondary psychopaths. These are individuals who consciously do recognize the immorality of an action that they have been commanded to perform, yet they willfully choose to carry it out anyway, knowing fully that it is wrong and violates someone else's rights. That's who I call the psychopaths. They just don't care, and they're going to do violence anyway because they just want to.
This talk is called Why Speak of Violence, and it's about why I think we have to discuss it, and we have to bring up this topic for exactly the same reason that we don't want to, for exactly the same reason that makes people uncomfortable. Now, quite a while ago, I wrote an article called When Should You Shoot a Cop?, which, as you could probably guess, made lots of people freak out. And the article began by saying the title of this article is going to make lots of people freak out, and lots of people won't even read it. They'll just have a tantrum. And then lots of people proceeded to have a tantrum without reading it, making the article come true. And then later I recorded the article as a narration, and then the guys at copblock.org made a cool video to go along with it. And so they posted that and offended a bunch of new people. Now, so many people, and for anybody who wants to go find the article and read it, I highly encourage it. I'm not even going to go through that right now. The reason people have a tantrum at the title is the reason I wrote the article and the reason I talk about these things. Imagine if I wrote an article called When Should You Shoot a Carjacker? Would anybody have a tantrum? No. Now, some people might say, well, I would rather give someone my car than kill him. Okay. But I bet they wouldn't have a tantrum seeing that title.